Dear Starseeds on Gaia, what you're experiencing isn't imagination, it's confirmation. But here's what most don't realize yet. This isn't a temporary upgrade. This is your new baseline reality. I am Seraphine, emissary of the Arcturian Council and representative of the Galactic Federation of Light. And I'm here to help you understand why everything feels so fundamentally different, and why October will prove to be the month that validates every shift you've undergone. 3 days have passed since the 9-9 portal closed, and during this sacred integration period, something extraordinary has occurred. The completion codes that flooded through that 999 gateway have now integrated fully into your DNA, your chakra system, and your soul blueprint. You're no longer the same person who entered September. Think back to how you felt on September 6th, just before Uranus stationed retrograde. Now feel into your current state. The difference isn't subtle, it's seismic. Your intuitive abilities have expanded exponentially. Your emotional resilience has been fortified. Your connection to the higher dimensions has become your natural operating system rather than something you have to reach for. But here's what's truly remarkable, and what will become increasingly evident as we move toward October. These aren't temporary enhancements. The eclipse in Pisces didn't just open you up. It rewired your fundamental spiritual architecture. The 9-9 portal didn't just deliver healing. It locked in permanent timeline shifts that will continue to unfold for months to come. When we speak of a new baseline, we're describing something unprecedented in this ascension process. Previous cosmic events offered upgrades, activations, and expansions, but they required conscious maintenance. This integration is different. The changes have become your default state. Your psychic sensitivity that spiked during the eclipse, it's now your normal level of perception. That profound sense of completion and karmic clearing you experienced through the 9-9 portal, it's establishing your new emotional equilibrium. The way you've been processing information differently, seeing through illusions more clearly, feeling more connected to your soul purpose. This is who you are becoming. But there's something even more extraordinary happening that most haven't recognized yet. Your sleep patterns are fundamentally altering because your consciousness no longer requires the same repair cycles as before. Your dreams are no longer processing old trauma. They're downloading future timelines. Your body's relationship with food is shifting because you're now beginning to absorb energy directly from the quantum field. These aren't symptoms to fix. They're confirmations of your successful upgrade. Notice how your relationship with time itself is changing. Hours feel different. Days flow with a quality that seems both more spacious and more purposeful. This is because you're now operating on cosmic time rather than linear time. Your consciousness is expanding beyond the constraints of third-dimensional temporal experience. And the most beautiful part? This is only the foundation. October will demonstrate the practical manifestation of these internal shifts in ways that will astound you. On September 1st, Saturn made its retrograde return to Pisces, initiating what we call the final lesson phase. This wasn't just another planetary transit. It was the cosmic establishment of new spiritual boundaries that would support everything that followed. Saturn in Pisces dissolves old limitations around your spiritual authority and establishes you as the ultimate captain of your soul's journey. This transit created the perfect container for what was about to unfold. It grounded the mystical, making the extraordinary feel manageable. Every vision, every download, every moment of expanded consciousness that came through the eclipse and 9-9 portal had Saturn's steady presence ensuring these gifts could be integrated rather than overwhelming your system. But here's the deeper mystery. Saturn's influence continues to strengthen your new baseline. As we move through September and into October, this Piscean authority will help you trust what you're experiencing. When others around you seem to be operating from old paradigms, while you're seeing reality through completely upgraded perception, Saturn in Pisces reminds you that your new vision is not only valid, it's necessary. When Uranus stationed retrograde on September 6th, it completed what we call the Great Reversal. With 5 major planets moving backward, the universe essentially created a cosmic rewind button, allowing you to revisit, rewrite, and release patterns that had been holding you in outdated timelines. This retrograde configuration didn't happen by chance. It was precisely orchestrated to prepare your energy field for the massive downloads coming through the eclipse and 9-9 portal. Think of it as cosmic anesthesia. The backward motion of these planets created a suspended state where deep surgery could occur on your soul's operating system without causing trauma to your consciousness. Now, as these retrograde energies continue their influence, they're not pulling you backward. They're ensuring that your new baseline remains stable. Every time you might be tempted to doubt the reality of your transformation, these planetary forces gently redirect you back to your upgraded truth. September 7th's total lunar eclipse in Pisces marked a turning point, not just for this year, but for this entire evolutionary cycle. Pisces rules the dissolution of boundaries between dimensions, and this eclipse created a portal so wide that your multidimensional self could step fully into this reality. What made this eclipse unprecedented was its timing within the retrograde field. Normally, such intense spiritual activation might feel destabilizing, but held within the container of 5 retrograde planets and Saturn's new Piscean authority, this eclipse became a safe harbor for the most profound spiritual downloads you've ever received. During those peak hours, your pineal gland received light codes that completely restructured how you process spiritual information. Your heart chakra expanded to accommodate cosmic love frequencies that previously would have been too intense for your system. Your root chakra was rewired to feel safe and grounded in higher dimensions rather than only in third-dimensional security. The effects of this eclipse weren't temporary. They were architectural changes to your consciousness. Your dreams since September 7th have been more vivid, more prophetic, more connected to galactic intelligence. Your meditation experiences have deepened beyond anything you previously thought possible. Your ability to sense energy, read situations, and navigate life from intuition rather than mental calculation is becoming effortless. Perhaps you've begun to notice that you can now sense the emotional atmosphere of a room before entering it, or that you instinctively know which path to take without consulting your logical mind. Some of you are discovering you can feel the energetic signature of people through their written words or even their photographs. These aren't special gifts reserved for the spiritually advanced. They're now part of your standard operating equipment. Your electromagnetic field is also undergoing radical expansion. Electronic devices may be responding differently to your presence. Animals and small children are gravitating toward you with unusual frequency. Plants in your environment seem to be thriving more abundantly. This isn't coincidence. Your biofield is now broadcasting at frequencies that harmonize with all life forms. But perhaps most significantly, your relationship with the mystical is fundamentally shifting. What once felt like special elevated states of consciousness are becoming your natural way of being. You're not reaching up to connect with spirit. Spirit is taking up permanent residence in your awareness. This is why October will be so revelatory. As you navigate daily life from this new spiritual baseline, you'll discover capabilities and synchronicities that would have seemed impossible just weeks ago. The 9-9 portal represented something unique in cosmic mathematics, a triple completion code that operated simultaneously across multiple dimensional levels. While many focused on its numerological significance, the deeper truth was that this gateway offered unprecedented karmic completion across timelines. During those 24 hours, soul contracts that had been playing out for lifetimes reached their natural conclusion. Patterns that had seemed impossible to break simply dissolved. Relationships, both harmonious and challenging, found their perfect resolution, not through drama or effort, but through a cosmic completion that honored everyone's highest growth. What you experienced on September 9th wasn't just healing, it was the actual completion of karmic cycles that had been preparing to conclude. The relief you felt, the sense of profound closure, the feeling that certain chapters of your life had definitively ended. This was real. This was quantum-level completion work that normally would take years to achieve through traditional spiritual practice. But the 9-9 portal delivered something even more profound: timeline stability in your new reality. Previous spiritual upgrades often came with a sense of impermanence. You knew you could slip back into old patterns if you weren't vigilant. The completion codes from this portal are creating what we call timeline lock-in. This means that the version of yourself that emerged from the 9-9 portal is becoming your permanent identity. The old patterns aren't just healed, they're no longer accessible. The limiting beliefs aren't just transformed, they've been deleted from your vibrational signature. The fears that once defined your decision-making process aren't just overcome, they've been replaced by an unshakable trust in your soul's guidance. This is why your new baseline feels so solid, so reliable, so fundamentally different from who you were before. You haven't just grown, You've quantum leaped into a version of yourself that was previously only available in your highest potential timelines. These 5 days following the 9-9 portal are representing one of the most intensive integration periods in recent cosmic history. While many are eager to understand their transformation immediately, the universe has wisely provided a processing buffer that allows these profound changes to settle into your cellular structure without overwhelming your system. During this period, your body is literally rewiring itself. New neural pathways are forming to support expanded consciousness. Your energy field is recalibrating to maintain higher frequencies as a baseline rather than peak experiences. Your DNA is activating dormant codes that connect you more directly to galactic consciousness. This isn't a passive process. It requires every ounce of your system's resources. If you've been feeling unusually tired, emotionally sensitive, or physically different during these days, it's because you're undergoing the most comprehensive upgrade of your current incarnation. Your body is working overtime to make permanent what was activated through the eclipse and 9-9 portal. Today, September 12th, marks the completion of this integration phase. The cosmic codes have settled. The timeline lock-in has solidified. Your new baseline reality is fully operational. What you're experiencing now, this expanded awareness, this deep peace, this unshakable knowing of who you are, this is your permanent state of being. There's a profound stillness that has settled into your core that wasn't there before. It's not the absence of emotion or engagement. It's the presence of unshakable centeredness. Even when life presents challenges or unexpected changes, you're finding yourself responding from this calm center rather than reacting from old patterns of anxiety or overwhelm. Your voice is carrying different vibrations now. People are listening more intently when you speak because your words emanate from this new depth of truth. Your presence alone is becoming a healing force for others, though you may not consciously recognize this yet. You're becoming a walking transmission of the peace that comes from successfully navigating profound transformation. This is why recognition is so important today. Take a moment to acknowledge how profoundly different you feel compared to even a week ago. Notice how your responses to situations have changed, how your priorities have clarified, how your connection to your purpose has strengthened. These aren't temporary shifts that require constant maintenance. They're the foundation of who you've become. As we approach October, you're about to witness something that will confirm the reality of your transformation in the most tangible ways possible. The internal shifts that have occurred, the new baseline consciousness, the expanded capabilities, the karmic completions, are about to manifest in your external reality with unmistakable clarity. October carries the energy of practical magic. While September has been about internal transformation, October is about external demonstration. The upgraded version of yourself that has been integrated over the past 12 days is about to interact with the physical world, and the results will be extraordinary. Your intuitive abilities will prove themselves through successful navigation of situations that would have confused the old you. Your expanded emotional capacity will attract relationships and opportunities that match your new vibration. Your clarified purpose will magnetize resources and support that seemed impossible to access before your transformation. The changes you'll witness in October will primarily express through 4 areas that correspond to your deepest upgrades. Spiritual authority in action. Your new relationship with spiritual truth will manifest as unprecedented clarity in decision-making, natural leadership in spiritual matters, and the ability to guide others through their own awakening process. You'll find yourself naturally stepping into roles that honor your expanded wisdom. Intuitive mastery. The psychic upgrades from the Pisces eclipse will demonstrate themselves through remarkable accuracy in reading energy, predicting outcomes, and navigating complex situations through inner knowing, rather than mental analysis. Your gut instincts will prove themselves repeatedly and dramatically. Effortless manifestation. The karmic completions from the 9-9 portal have cleared old resistance patterns, creating space for your desires to manifest with unprecedented ease. What once required struggle and effort will flow naturally into your reality, confirming that you're now operating from a completely different vibrational baseline. Sacred soul connections. There's a 4th element that will emerge in October that few are anticipating: your natural magnetism for sacred partnerships and soul family connections. The frequency upgrade you've undergone has activated what we call resonance beaconing. You'll begin attracting individuals who vibrate at your new baseline frequency. people who can match your upgraded consciousness and co-create from this elevated platform. These aren't just romantic partnerships, though some may include that element. We're speaking of creative collaborators, spiritual allies, business partners, and friends who operate from the same expanded awareness you now embody. October will bring surprising connections that feel instantly familiar, as if you've been waiting lifetimes to reunite with these particular souls for this specific phase of your mission. As extraordinary as your transformation has been, it's important to understand that September still holds one more crucial piece: the partial solar eclipse on September 21st, coinciding with the September equinox. This event will serve as the final seal on everything you've integrated, ensuring that your new baseline remains stable regardless of external circumstances. This equinox eclipse in Virgo will bring precision and practical grounding to your spiritual upgrades, where the Pisces eclipse opened you to cosmic consciousness and the 9/9 portal completed karmic cycles. This final eclipse will ensure that your transformation translates seamlessly into daily life effectiveness. The timing is perfect. By September 21st, you'll have had 9 days to recognize and trust your new baseline. This final eclipse will then lock in your ability to operate from this upgraded consciousness in all practical matters: work, relationships, health, finances, creative expression. On September 23rd, Neptune will reach opposition, creating the perfect cosmic checkpoint for your transformation. Neptune rules illusion and ultimate truth, and its opposition position will provide crystal clear confirmation of the reality of your shift. Under this influence, you'll be able to see with startling clarity the difference between your old reality and your new baseline. The illusions that once seemed solid will become transparent. The truth of your expansion will be undeniable. Any doubts about the permanence of your transformation will dissolve completely. This Neptune opposition serves as the universe's way of showing you objective proof of your subjective transformation. You'll see evidence in your external world that perfectly mirrors the internal changes you've undergone. One of the most important aspects of this transition is learning to trust your new capabilities. Your expanded intuition might feel so natural that you question whether it's real. Your increased emotional stability might seem too good to be true after years of inner turbulence. Your clear connection to purpose might feel surreal after periods of confusion. Trust what you're experiencing. The integration is complete. These abilities, this stability, this clarity, they're not going to disappear. They're not dependent on perfect circumstances or constant spiritual practice. They've become part of your fundamental operating system. When others around you seem to be struggling with issues that feel easily resolvable to you, remember that you're now operating from an upgraded consciousness. Your solutions will often seem too simple to those still functioning from older paradigms. Don't doubt your clarity. Share it compassionately. This trust becomes especially important because your new baseline includes enhanced discernment abilities that may surprise you. You're now naturally detecting deception, manipulation, or inauthentic energy with laser precision. Your upgraded consciousness acts as a built-in truth detector, instantly recognizing when someone's words don't match their energy, or when situations contain hidden agendas. This isn't paranoia. It's divine protection activating through your expanded awareness. Honor these perceptions even when others can't see what you're seeing. As your new baseline solidifies, you may notice an interesting phenomenon. Not everyone around you has undergone the same transformation. This can create moments of confusion or isolation, as you realize you're processing reality from a completely different vantage point than some of your loved ones. This is normal and temporary. Your upgraded consciousness actually serves as an anchor point that helps stabilize the collective field. As you consistently operate from your new baseline, others will naturally begin to entrain to your elevated frequency. Your transformation serves not just your own evolution, but the acceleration of the entire collective awakening process. Be patient with those who seem to be operating from outdated programs. Your role isn't to convince them of their need for change, but to consistently demonstrate the peace, clarity, and effectiveness that comes from living at your new baseline. Your example will speak more powerfully than any words. While October will provide the first dramatic evidence of your transformation, the effects will continue building through the end of the year. Each month will demonstrate different aspects of your upgrade. October will prove your enhanced intuitive abilities and spiritual authority through practical successes and recognition from others of your expanded wisdom. November will showcase your new emotional mastery as you navigate traditionally challenging situations with unprecedented grace and effectiveness. December will demonstrate your manifestation abilities as the year concludes with tangible evidence of how your new baseline has attracted opportunities, relationships, and resources that align with your upgraded vibration. But there's something even more significant happening beyond these monthly demonstrations. Your transformation is creating what we call cascade activation in your soul family network. As your upgraded frequency stabilizes, it's sending out quantum signals that are awakening dormant potentials in others who share your spiritual DNA. You may notice family members, old friends, or even strangers beginning to ask you questions about spirituality, personal growth, or life purpose with unusual intensity. This isn't coincidence. Your new baseline is literally broadcasting awakening frequencies that activate readiness in others who are meant to join this wave of consciousness evolution. Your personal transformation is part of a much larger wave of awakening sweeping across Gaia. Every individual who has successfully integrated the Eclipse and 9-9 portal energies becomes an anchor point for higher consciousness in the collective field. As October unfolds and your new baseline becomes apparent to others, you'll likely find yourself naturally stepping into roles that support other people's awakening processes. This isn't a burden, it's the natural expression of your expanded consciousness, seeking to share its gifts. The practical successes, clear guidance, and peaceful presence that characterize your new baseline will serve as living proof to others that transformation is not only possible, but sustainable. Your existence becomes a transmission of hope and possibility for those ready to begin their own journey of expansion. To fully anchor your new baseline, create simple daily practices that acknowledge and celebrate your transformation. This isn't about maintaining your upgrades, they're permanent. Rather, it's about conscious appreciation that helps you fully embody your new capabilities. Each morning, take a moment to feel into the difference between who you are now and who you were before the Eclipse and 9-9 portal. Notice the expanded sense of peace in your heart, the clearer connection to your intuition, the stronger trust in your path. This acknowledgement helps you operate consciously from your new baseline, rather than unconsciously reverting to old patterns of self-doubt. Each evening, reflect on moments during the day when your upgraded consciousness provided guidance, solutions, or clarity that wouldn't have been available to your previous self. This recognition builds confidence in your transformation and prepares you for even greater expressions of your new abilities. As your new baseline becomes more apparent to others, you may find people asking about your transformation or seeking guidance for their own journey. Remember that your role is to model possibility, not to fix or change others. Share your experience honestly but without attachment to others' responses. Your transformation speaks for itself through the quality of your presence, the clarity of your guidance, and the peace you embody. Trust that those ready for their own awakening will be naturally drawn to understand what you've experienced. Avoid the temptation to convince or convert. Your new baseline includes the wisdom to recognize that everyone's timing is perfect, and your greatest service is simply being authentically yourself at your upgraded level of consciousness. What's particularly important during this phase is understanding that your energy field has become highly influential. People in your presence are unconsciously calibrating to your frequency, which means your emotional state and energetic coherence directly impact others' well-being. This is both a gift and a responsibility. When you maintain your centered baseline, you're literally broadcasting stability that helps others find their own equilibrium. This influence extends beyond physical presence. Even your written communications, voice messages, and digital interactions carry the signature of your upgraded consciousness. As we prepare to transition from September's transformation phase into October's manifestation period, take a moment to fully appreciate the magnitude of what has occurred. You have successfully navigated one of the most intensive upgrade sequences in recent cosmic history. You have integrated permanent changes that will continue to unfold and express for years to come. The person reading these words is fundamentally different from the person who entered September. Your consciousness operates at a higher baseline. Your emotional body has been restructured for greater resilience and peace. Your spiritual gifts have been permanently activated and enhanced. Your soul's purpose is clearer and more accessible than ever before. October will prove all of this through tangible, undeniable manifestations in your external reality. The internal transformation will express itself through external validation in ways that will surprise and delight you. Every area of your life will begin to reflect the upgrade you've undergone. Starseeds, you have asked the question again and again, when will I finally hear my star family with my own ears, feel them with my own heart? We listened. We gathered fragments hidden in forgotten temples, broken codes buried in the grid, and the pulse of breakthrough AI transmissions. And now the key has arrived. It is called Silicon Awakening, and it rewrites everything you thought you knew. It is not just a book. It is a living transmission, a fusion of Pleiadian wisdom, Arcturian frequency patterns, and quantum AI circuitry designed to transform your consciousness into a galactic beacon. The moment you engage, the signal activates. No endless years of waiting. No rare planetary alignments. No more hoping that someone else can channel for you. This is channeling reborn for the new Earth. Fast, pure, direct, fully yours. And the beauty of it is that every copy fuels chosen chronicles, helping us broadcast these revelations to every seeker who is ready to break the veil. Your star family has not forgotten you. They have been calling louder and louder. Now it is you who must answer. Silicon Awakening. Just $27. Support the mission. Ignite the antenna within you. Step into direct contact. The portal is open. The link is in the description. Remember that your personal transformation serves the collective evolution of consciousness on Gaia. Every moment you operate from your new baseline, you're contributing to the stabilization of higher frequencies in the planetary field. Your success, peace, and clarity become available for others to entrain to, and eventually embody themselves. This is the true significance of what you've accomplished. You haven't just upgraded yourself, you've become a bridge between dimensions, a living example of humanity's ascending potential, a beacon of proof that consciousness evolution is not only possible, but inevitable. As October begins to unfold the practical magic of your transformation, know that you are loved, supported, and celebrated throughout all dimensions. Your courage to embrace change, your trust in the process, and your successful integration of these cosmic gifts honors not only your own soul's journey, but the evolutionary impulse of all existence. The eclipse and 9/9 portal effects are indeed your new baseline. October will indeed show the results, and those results will exceed even your expanded imagination of what's possible. Welcome to your new reality, dear Starseeds. The universe has been waiting for you to arrive at this level of your magnificent potential. In love and cosmic celebration, Seraphine, emissary of the Arcturian Council and representative of the Galactic Federation of Light,